Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I am grateful to be here, co-creating with you today. To start, I have a little caution about. I sometimes overflow with joy, and then tears form in my eyes, or I break out in laughter. So if that happens, just know I need a moment, breathe with me, and we'll all be fine. Just know that I'm soaking up the love in the room. Today I'm going to share with you my understanding of love. I'm going to share a question that became an experience that caused me to vastly expand my understanding of love. The repercussions of that very moment in time continue to rebound through my life. And please know that I'm going to repeat something several times. It's intentional. It's not that I got lost. And the last thing I want you to know before I really start, I choose to use the word love in place of the word God. To replace the word God with love. And now to talking about living in the stream of love. I believe that the fountainhead of the stream of love was sent forth by the divine, our source, God, Allah, Jehovah, all that is, the one creator. Whatever word you choose to use, love is the answer, the vibration, the frequency that was used to create the earth and all that lives on the earth. That's all of us. And all that is in the heavens. Love is a law of the universe circulating through the air we breathe, the fluids we drink, the food we eat. All of it flows through us and comes from the one creator. Love is the frequency, the energy, the vibration, the invisible web that connects all beings to each other. Love is the language of the divine that everyone in any culture can understand. Love is the source of the smile exchanged by strangers who don't understand each other's language, but they understand the feeling exchange. That smile is given and received. I do find that words are limited in their ability to describe how I perceive an energy so beautiful, fruitful, and nourishing as love. Yet we know that the feeling, when it flows through us, we know what it feels like. When it flows from us toward other people, and we know what it feels like when we feel loved. And what we offer our four-legged friends, love, or other pets, dragon, bearded dragon, or our favorite trees, or crystals. Humans are deciders, and we often decide who or what will receive our love. As humans, we are deciders, consciously or unconsciously. We choose what we eat, what we drink, what we wear, what TV shows we watch. We choose the amount of love flowing through us. Love is also powerful, so powerful that its absence causes chaos and failure to thrive. We have ways to reduce the amount of love we feel and experience. We diminish the stream of love flowing through us every time we judge another. It doesn't matter what we judge them for or what we're criticizing about them. It's the same when we are criticizing ourselves. We diminish the flow of love running through us. Love is a choice. When we choose love, to be in the flow of the stream of love, we are kinder, often more joyful and compassionate. There are no limits to love. It expands. The more love you give, the more love expands in your heart so that you have even more love to give. Love is a circulation and flows in all directions at one time. Love flows in all directions from us. People can feel love radiating from us or smell love from us, just as we can smell garlic on others who have had some recently. Humans look solid, but we aren't. We are full of fluids and chemicals circulating constantly throughout our bodies. We're simply atoms in motion. There are barriers to love, to feeling loved, to experiencing love. Most of the barriers are our thoughts about how we're being treated by others, or our beliefs about how other people should behave. We can use those thoughts and beliefs as a signal to choose. When feeling unloved or less loved, that's the time to check in with ourselves. How willing are we to feel love? How willing are we to offer compassion to others? What is my resistance to feeling loved right now? Love is available 100% of the time, and it fills 100% of the universe. Love is always around us and available for expansion. Just as we control the amount of water flowing through a hose, we control the amount of love flowing through us. So choose love. Love transcends time and space. We know this because we can feel love from our loved ones who are no longer in physical form. Love is a choice. We choose the amount of love that we allow ourselves to feel about ourselves, our self-love. Some people might call that self-esteem. I call it love. Love is the medium we use to create our lives. Much like the clay a sculptor uses for their own creations. When we choose love, we choose to be in the flow of life, which is a flow of love. I believe love is what brings us the opportunities that we view as love. Love is the divine energy, the vibration, the frequency, the answer of that power that flows through each and every one of us, animating us, connecting us all with all things, with all beings in the oneness. There's more. Each moment is an opportunity to love more. Thank you for helping me there. To expand the stream of love that flows through us. Love circulates in all directions, all the time. The more you send out, the more love there is circulating on the planet and in the room. Oh, that was a foreshadowing. Humans have a huge capacity for love. It's the flow of love that causes strangers to help strangers in an emergency. A stranger rescues someone from a burning car with no thought for their own safety. Strangers volunteer their time to rescue people and animals stranded in floods. For many years, my intention was to co-create heaven on earth. With my awareness of living in the stream of love, I am co-creating peace, harmony, tranquility, contentment with what is, and in meditation, I send them circulating around the world. I am at peace with the chaos in the world. My focus remains on love, joy, and peace. Praying for others is an act of love. We send love almost unconsciously when we hold the door open for someone, when we retrieve something that someone has dropped that they didn't notice, and we retrieve it and we give it to them. It's a minor act of love. Acknowledge it within yourself. When we look in the store clerk's eyes, say, thank you for helping me today. Or we ask the waiter, waitress, someone's name because we want to respect them. These small acts cost us nothing, and yet can mean so much to others. These are acts of generosity of spirit. It is us showing up when and where we are needed as we flow with love in the stream of love. Love is nourishing to our souls. I invite you to feel the love flowing in the room, this room. It is flowing from each of you. Many of you, I feel it. From the angels that I see, from the ancient ones, from those who are no longer with us in physical form, have joined us today, though. And now, to the question that changed my life, the question that forced me to examine my life and my understanding of love. It happened in a single moment while I was sitting in the Albuquerque, New Mexico airport. The Albuquerque airport is one of the most beautiful airports. Red tile floors, floor-to-ceiling window, high ceilings, sunlight pouring through. Can you imagine why that's my favorite? I'm sitting in the airport waiting for my return flight to Portland to be called. I just had a lovely visit with a close friend. So the waiting area isn't particularly crowded. People are friendly, quiet. I'm sitting alone. There's nobody immediately next to me. This takes place in about 2003. It's a few years after being ordained. During my first years as a minister, I had the delight and joy of co-creating sacred ceremonies with wedding couples. Also holding sacred space for families and friends as we co-created funerals and celebrations of life. None of these tested the flow of love in my life the way this question does and continues to do. I'm sitting alone, wondering what to do with myself. Are you willing to love everyone in the room? In my head, loud, got my attention. I know there's nobody saying this, so it must be my soul, my higher power, myself. My immediate response is, I don't know these people are pedophile in here. The minister part of me is shocked by my response, but the rest of me isn't. This is the moment when I recognized the limits of my willingness to love. So now I know There are groups of people that I perhaps unconsciously left out of my flow of love. People who aren't included in my willingness to accept that their right to be or to belong in the stream of love. Eventually, the shot wore off. My quest to expand my ability to love began. I had already experienced teaching classes in the evenings on forgiveness at Portland Community College. So I knew I had a little forgiveness work, self-forgiveness. Answering the question, are you willing to love everyone in the room, has caused me to offer more of myself to others, to strangers and to friends, and to the community where I live. It has caused me to be less afraid of others' reactions to what I give and what I don't give. Answering the question has expanded my courage to recognize the value of offering more of myself, which is to offer the love that I have to offer. Answering this question has broadened and deepened my exploration of myself as a loving being. I continue to be surprised by how living with the question, are you willing to love everyone in the room, caused me to expand the love that flows through me, which has caused joy to overflow through me. My expanded love caused me to reach out to two people to query their interests in creating a drumming circle and a meditation group. I wanted to do something to break up the stagnant energy in King City. At the time, there was a lot of discord in the community. I wanted to bring peace amid the chaos and strife that was flowing through the homeowners association, and then all the people taking sides. Sounds a bit like what we're experiencing in our country currently. I am happy to report that the Drumming for Peace Circle has brought peace to our community in King City. The HOA board has become functional and peaceful and efficient. If a small group of people can do this on a small scale, what can we do with our intention for creating peace in the country? Remember, we are deciders, and love is a choice. This makes me think that we need a drumming for peace for the United States of America. A thought for another time. Answering the question, are you willing to love everyone in the room, has caused me to offer more of myself to others, to strangers, and to friends, and to the community where I live. Answering this question has expanded my courage to recognize the value of offering more of myself, which is to offer the love that I have to offer. It has caused me to be less afraid of others' reactions, what I give, the choices I make. Answering this question has broadened and deepened my exploration of myself as a loving being. I continue to use this question of myself. Literally, am I willing to love everyone in the room? Yes. Even though I don't know them, I can't know what suffering they may have caused others. Do they deserve love? It is how I evaluate how I am doing. Are my thoughts inclusive or judgmental? Am I engaged in the mass hysteria over the political chaos roaming the United States? Am I adding to humanity's negative and hurtful behavior by engaging and spreading it? Or am I holding steady in sending out peace, love, joy, compassion in every moment? The stream of love has many gifts. Love flowing through us opens our hearts to art, to music that delights us, causes the smiles we offer strangers. Our hugs, our expressions of kindness, our acts of compassion are all gifts that expand and flower as we circulate them. Love makes it possible for us to offer ourselves and others forgiveness. I invite you to join me in a deeper awareness of the stream of love. Let us be here now in this sacred moment of creation. You're invited to a few moments of silence, starting with putting your hands on your shoulders in a self-hug. And opening your heart to the flow of the stream of love. Just hold this hug for maybe 3 breaths. And then together I have a sentence for us to say. And as Will said so beautifully, it's your choice to say this sentence aloud or quietly to yourself in your head, or not at all. And I'm going to say this sentence and then I'm going to repeat it and ask you to follow it as if it were a wedding ceremony. So I'll say the words in your. So the sentence is this. I recognize the divine love flowing within me and share it freely. So if this resonates with you, I'd like you to say it. I recognize the divine love flowing within me. And I share it freely. Thank you. Thank you for co-creating with me today. We are so loved in this